Hey guys, it's Alexa here. So it's been a minute since I've done the Yuka app, but I kind of wanted to do it for this month because I got so many new products, some also new brands as well, and I wanted to just see where Scentsy is. Oh, where Scentsy? Well, I mean, Scentsy's not that great in terms of like the Yuka wise, but we just wanted to kind of see where Ipsy was at in terms of the quality of your products and what you're putting onto your face and skin and stuff like that. So I feel like I can get a really good sense on the Natasha Denona, as it was a Natasha Denona heavy month. Yeah, and again, like I said, a couple of new brands, a few Sai, a few Rodial, a couple of other brands that I'm interested in and that I really enjoy. So yeah, let's dig on into it. It actually literally has been 10 months because the elf I last used this 10 months ago. The OC, the body butter, actually I need to finish it. I'm almost done it. It was just a mini, but I tend to start things and then forget about them. Anyways, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, kiwis. Apparently I did some kiwis. Or maybe not. I think it just scanned. I remember this being like a little funky dunky. This actually gives me a really good idea on how old some of my products are. I did not realize that some of them were this old. That's so crazy. Okay, anyways, let's scan some items. So I went through my items and I do have the items that are going to be going, and I have the items that I'm going to be keeping as well. And I just want to see if there's any, because some of them there aren't any duplicates. So I think we have 3 items here. So we're going to do the Sophia Maybell and the Element, and I'm actually going to do the Kenzie, both of them. Everything else that will be going are gonna be, well, actually, oh, and the Bisha. So yeah, the Bisha. So we'll do these 4 first because they're gonna be not staying with me. Okay, so let's do the Kenzie. Oh my god, that is an 8 out of 10. That is horrible. So it has BHT, which is the high risk, and water is risk free. Well, I would hope that water is risk free. Okay, so it's a potential endocrine disruptor, potential allergen, and a pollutant. I do not like that it is a pollutant at all. And I think we've had BHT in some items, and that's kind of man, I need to really consider whether or not I'm going to be keeping this product. There was actually BHT in one brand that I really like, and yeah, I just don't know. So anyway, yeah, so it's a compound used in cosmetics for its antioxidant function. Okay. So it reported toxicity to the liver, kidneys, lungs, and blood in rats, but at high doses. In some cases of allergies and irritation, it has also been found, but these are relatively rare. From an environmental perspective, this ingredient may be very toxic to marine life. I do not like that at all. At very low levels, effects may be observed in all species and organisms of the aquatic food chain, including fish, invertebrate, and algae. It is also highly persistent in soils and sediments. Yeah, okay. Very unimpressed with that, Kenzie. So yeah, so whatever. Element, this is the eyeliners. This is a 49 out of 50. 49 out of 100, my bad. But I do think that they rate these things really low. So phenoxylethanol, it's a pollutant as well. So it's a potential endocrine disruptor, a potential allergen, an irritant, and a pollutant. What does it say? Okay, so for an environmental standpoint, its manufacturing process is highly polluting due to significant energy consumption. Okay, for this reason, it is prohibited by certain organic certifications, such as some in France. Trigger allergic reaction. Repeated exposure may cause developmental toxicity, adverse effects on the blood, liver, and fertility. It can also be implicated in the endocrine system disruption, though further studies are needed to confirm this. Moreover, phenoxylethanol can cause severe eye damage if it comes into contact with the eyes. Okay. Oh, maximum concentration in products is limited to 1%. Not entirely sure. So I do see the phenoxyethanol in the ingredients, but it doesn't tell me like what the concentration is of it. So yeah, I don't entirely know. Anyways, we'll do the Bisha eyeliners. That's a 45, so that's even lower than the Element. So it has phenoxyethanol, but it also has the ceteriath 25 and the propylene glycol. So those are both low risks though, but it still has it. So it's an irritant and a pollutant. I just want to see where the pollutant part comes in. Finally, the process of ethylxylation, which allows PEGs to form, is extremely polluting. PEGs are also not biodegradable. I don't like that. They remain in the environment where they may be ingested by other organisms. That's messed up. And then the propylene glycol as an allergen and an irritant. Okay. Not off to a great start there, Ipsy. It's not getting any better. Sophia and Maybell setting spray. So it's got the phenoxyethanol. It has Coqueth 7, menthol, PEG 40, hydrogenated castor oil. It has a lot of things. PPG 1, PEG 9, laurel glycol ether, fragrance, and propylene glycol. Now, it's hard to get rid of fragrance from pretty much everything. So there's that. But everything else is like, what? Okay, so this PPG 1, PEG 9 is an irritant and a pollutant. So let's see. This ingredient is a PEG. These substances currently present no real health danger, but they may have irritating effects when used in large quantities. Okay, I mean, yeah. Moreover, during the formation of PEGs, residues like ethylene oxide are produced. Ethylene is a very dangerous gas for human health, neurotoxic, irritating, and carcinogenic, of course. The residual content of this impurity is controlled, but traces may remain. May also increase the uptake of other substances and support other chemical compounds. It is therefore recommended to avoid using this type of component on damaged or fragile skin. I mean, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really put makeup or setting spray on if you had any cuts or anything on your skin. And you're not going to put setting spray on a child younger than 3 years old. I would certainly hope not. Finally, the process of ethylxylation allows PEGs to form as extremely polluting, not biodegradable, remain in the environment where they may be ingested by other organisms. So that was the PPG. What else do we have here? PEG 40, irritant and a pollutant. So exact same. So we have that times 2. We got menthol as an allergen. Okay. And we have Coqueth 7. What is this? An irritant and a pollutant. Okay, so same as the other 3. So we have that times 3. That is disgusting. Okay. Now, honorary mentions. We do have a couple of those. I know 2 of them for a fact. I'm just kind of looking. I went through them like very briefly. Yeah, so I think these 2 are the honorary mentions. We have the Dear Midnight Atelier Champagne Dream. This one is the dual-ended eyeshadow. This is really pretty, actually. I do enjoy this a lot. And then the other honorary mention is this mini Tarte. What are these called? Concealers. The mini Tarte concealer. It doesn't have a barcode. So these are 2 honorary mentions. So yeah, I can't really do much about those. Then we got this one as an add-on. I'm not so sure if this one's gonna scan, but we can try. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, this is really nice. So maybe we're getting a little redemption here. Okay. This one is the Go Off to... Stop that. Well, I guess I'll scan it again. Okay, Go Off 2-in-1 water activated cleansing wipes. So it's a 79, and the things here we have are low risk. All right, perfect. So the CL19140, low risk. I like to see this. Yellow dye is an allergenic. I mean, yeah, if you have like super sensitive skin, I don't. Well, I mean, this should be fine for me, honestly. I am cocamidopropylbenzene. It's an allergen and an irritant. Okay, it triggers eczema and several forms of dermatitis affecting the face and neck, including ocular effects. Allergies could be caused by I don't know, betaine itself, or by amines, impurities resulting from its manufacture. So I do have rosacea. Potentially it could actually trigger something for me, but I am absolutely willing to give this a try. And it has fragrance, which of course you're going to have a hard time avoiding fragrance in a lot of things. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm here for that one. All right, let's see if we can keep the stamina going. No, we can't. Of course not. Okay, Aceology, Hydro Glow, and Deep Hydration. Oh, it's a watermelon. Oh, yeah, I knew I was doing that going into this because I kind of got this by default also. I really like eye masks, and I do not have enough. I never have enough of them, and I love eye masks. So, aluminum glycinate, that's a moderate. Phenoxyethanol, it's a moderate. We have gone through phenoxyethanol a million times because it's apparently in, like, basically everything. We have titanium dioxide, fragrance, disodium. Oh, yeah, and it gives us recommendations. Okay, so spa descriptions. I actually feel like you can get spa descriptions in Dollarama, so that's crazy that it's 100 out of 100. That's wild. Teology, hyaluronic tea eye mask. I've never heard of that one. That sounds cool. Patches, Effet, lifting, Instantane Contour, Zora Biocosmetics. That sounds French to me. Black Snail Hydrogel Eye Patch, Firm Stay. I've never heard of that one either. We love the Sephora. Honestly, I love the Sephora brand. Always gives me like great ratings. Vita Collagen Eye Ampule Patch, MediHeal. I've never heard of that one either. Abib Collagen Eye Patch. Never heard of that. Indeed Laboratories Prescriptions. Again, I feel like that's Dollarama. Life brand. That one's like Lawton's Pharmacy. This one's a good brand as well, actually. I kind of enjoy Life. But yeah, so what do we have? The aluminum glycinate. Chronic exposure to aluminum salts may have toxic effects. Potassium alum corresponds to natural alum stone, whether synthetic or natural. It contains aluminum salts used to tighten skin pores and reduce perspiration. Aluminum has been associated with effects on reproduction and fetal development. Oof. It is also suspected of being carcinogenic, genotoxic, and of increasing the risk of diseases such as asthma, autism, epilepsy, or neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's or MS. Further studies are needed to confirm these risks. Okay. Today, cumulative exposure to aluminum through water, food, water, cosmetics could exceed safety thresholds defined by WHO, SCC, SNEFSA. ANSM has recommended limiting the use of aluminum-based products on shaved or waxed skin, which absorbs more aluminum. Moreover, alum stone is usually extracted or manufactured by a polluting process. Okay. Well, it's not very good of you, Aceology, now, is it? All right. Moving on. Let's try our beauty boost. Dr. B Lab. 43, of course. Okay. All right. And what do you have to say to us? Phenoxyethanol, okay. And then we have a couple of different, like, pollutants. I don't really like those. I don't like that there's pollutants. Okay. So, we have some recommendations. We have the Self-Care Canada 5-in-1 facial serum. Madagascar Santella Ampule. I don't know. That sounds cool. I don't know. Glow Serum by Beauty of Hosean. Niacinamide by Anua. Ibib Manyo Bioma. That one is like a Walmart brand. Red Bean Serum. Never heard of any of these brands. Garnier. Okay. I don't know, whatever. Not really something that I would be interested in getting an alternate of. So yeah, all right, there's quite a few items here. Let's go in with the, oh god, come on. Okay. The Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Drink by Rodial. We have the phenoxyethanol. We have a lot of low risk items here. Benzyl alcohol, disodium, EDTA, PEG 40, castor oil fragrance. That is so annoying. Okay, what do we have? Okay, so we have the Elf setting spray. We have Mario Badescu. He's okay. I had a spray of his and it was all right. I did finish it, so that was good. Hypochlorous acid face and skin spray. That's 100. Interesting. There's another one that was 100. I think it's the same one, just different wording. Rice niacinamide facial mist. 7 days vitamin mist. Watermelon hydro vital mist. Heritage Store. I feel like I've heard of that brand before, maybe. Dalba. Knorrs. I don't know. I've never heard of those brands either, so very interesting. Let's do the perfume. This one is the Memoir. Candy Shop, bad. I feel like a lot of perfumes come up bad anyways. Oh, this one has BHT. Wow, okay. Not good, guys, not good. Okay, recommendations. So Serene, I Am Radiant, Hawaiian Beach Fragrance Mist. That sounds good. I feel like it wouldn't last very long though. Shower Spray, Mystique. I've never heard of any of these. Aeropostale. Is that the laundry, the clothing store? Aeropostale. I don't know. The Seven Virtues. We do like Seven Virtues. Rare Beauty. Oh, that's the fresh layering balm. Cool. I like that. Beach Day and Hair Body Mist. Pacifica. We love Pacifica. Solid Perfume by Roger Gallet. I've never heard of that one, but yeah, I mean, definitely some great alternatives. The Seven Virtues, Rare Beauty, Pacifica, Bodycology, like some great, reasonably priced alternatives. So yeah, we do like that. Now I am very curious on this one. I hope it's gonna be good. Praying to the Ipsy gods. Okay. I'll take it. Great. So they're all low risks. This is, it is what it is. You're gonna find that. In terms of the perfumes, and I've done a decent amount of perfumes, these have had the tendency to come out pretty bad, and the good ones are actually really, really good. So we have Cinnamol. Its fragrance substance is considered in the EU as an established contact allergen in humans. Must be mandatorily indicated on the label for concentrations exceeding 0.001%, and leave on products in 0.01 and rinse off. Okay. What is this? Dimethyl phenylethyl acetate fragrance. It's an allergen. Okay. What is this one? An allergen. Scientific Committee on Consumer Safety. Interesting. Established contact allergen in humans. Okay. In other countries such as United States, Canada, Australia, the substance may not necessarily be listed in the ingredients. It can be grouped with other components under the term fragrance. Okay. Tetramethyl acetylocta hydrophthaleins. Okay, another allergen. All right, and there's no alternative. So I mean, I'll consider that one a win. I'll take it. I will take that. All right, let's do this, boy. Okay, Corez, you're not giving me any grace here. What is this? Trifluoroacetyl tripeptide. Oh, it's a carcinogen and a pollutant. This is bad. Corez, what are you doing? Okay. This compound is a member of the PFAS family, often referred to as forever chemicals. They are used in many everyday products, clothing, food packaging, nonstick pans, etc. for their resistant properties. In cosmetics, they are used for their detangling and texturizing effects. What? This is a cream, like a body cream. Okay, very strange. Several epidemiological studies have demonstrated a link between repeat exposure and adverse health effects, according to the French ANSES and the US EPA, two agencies responsible for assessing health risks. They are likely to disrupt the endocrine system, impact fertility and baby weight, and interfere with the body's natural hormones. An increase in cases of kidney and testicular cancer has been observed in humans. Animal studies have shown that some PFAs can cause liver and immune system damage. Of this particular concern, since they are likely to have effects even at very low doses. According to a joint statement by over 250 scientists, they are now pervasive through the environment and our bodies. This widespread contamination is explained by their very high persistence in the environment. Okay. That sounds like really, really bad. That sounds like you need to run, and you need to run fast. Alright, so alternatives. So we got Skin. We get some Garnier. We have some Radiant Aura. We have some Avene. Medicube. I've never heard of any of these. Garnier. I've heard of Garnier. Avene. Andalu Naturals. Cosnori, Lanolin, and I've heard of Attitude. That one's a decent one. And Coop. I don't know. I've never heard of those ones either. So, very interesting. It sounds like it's a really, really bad option for a lot of things. A lot of different reasons. And this Avant. Let's try the Avant. 27 out of 100. Okay. Alright. Hexamethylendanopirin. An endocrine disruptor and an allergen. Okay. Alright. What are our alternatives? Thayer's is a reasonably priced one. Next, I think that one's okay. I don't know. Good Molecules, Skin 1004, Innisfree. We do like Innisfree. That's a 93. And then CosRx. I feel like I've heard of that. I just don't know. I expected more from Avant and Corez. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I hope that this one. Oh. Please hold. We'll skip on that one for now. I took the boxes and I made the SKU bars into the boxes, so I have just the boxes to go through. Okay, Tubing Mascara Persona. It has synthetic wax. Alright, that's interesting. Maybe that's a tubing mascara thing. That's why they do that. Because the wax is used as a softener and moisturizer in cosmetic products. It can be made from petroleum derivatives, synthetic compounds, or a mixture of both. Toxic impurities may remain present, particularly MOAH. This is a group of hydrocarbons, many of whose compounds are suspected of being carcinogenic and genotoxic. Some studies indicate that it is not possible to eliminate them completely. The refining process only reduces their concentration. As for MOSH, the main components of synthetic wax used in cosmetics, they could accumulate in the body, particularly in lymph nodes and body fat. That's not good for me, where they may trigger inflammatory reactions. Liver effects have also been observed experimentally in certain types of rats. But have not been confirmed in humans to date. The European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, recommends continuing studies to better assess the toxicity of these MOSH compounds, as the consequences of long-term accumulation of MOSH on human health have not been evaluated and remain uncertain. Okay, well, that's why it's a moderate, because we still don't know. These oils should especially be avoided in products where there is a risk of ingestion, such as lip balms and lipsticks. Well, this is a mascara, so guys, don't eat your mascara. Moreover, the production of this ingredient has a significant environmental impact due to the extraction of hydrocarbons from underground and high energy consumption required for its manufacture. Yeah, I don't know. Not a fan of the tubing mascara in general. Just so, like, yeah, I could give or take. and this one. So we have Marcel, L'Oreal Paris, Elf. We have some really great affordable options. The Ilia Mascara, Attitude, Physicians Formula, Beauty from Beast. I've never heard of that one. Yves Rocher, and some Yves Rocher. I do like Yves Rocher. It's pretty neat. What else do I have? I'm pretty sure everything else here. I have the boxes like folded because it has the SKU bars on them. So let's go on. I want to try this one. I don't know. Should I save it for last? Or should I do my potential disappointment now? I think let's do it now. 43 out of 100. Oh, come on. Phenoxyethanol, moderate risk. Okay, well, give or take with this one, because the only thing with this one is that it's a pollutant, so it's kind of like super frustrating. And it's a pollutant because of its significant energy consumption. That's what it says. So it takes a lot for it to make this ingredient, and that's why it's a pollutant. So it's kind of annoying because I feel like it doesn't need to be in there, but it's in there unnecessarily because it's a hit or miss with the phenoxyethanol. So it's kind of frustrating for me that it is in here when it probably doesn't need to be. So, and if that wasn't in there, then it would probably raise the rate way up high. So it's like, oh, what do you do, you know? So we have Cetaphil, Attitude. I don't know if I would like that. Orange and white tea. I don't think I would like those scents. We have more Cetaphil. Oh, coconut and vanilla native. We would like that. Aveeno, Green, Beaver, Bioma, Native. At least these are all brands that are like, you know, pretty well known for most people. So that's cool. Let's try this one. Oh, this one's a fragrance and it got a really high score. That's so nice. So this one is the Dew of the Gods. And there's no alternatives because this one is really good. So it has the alcohol denate, alpha isomethyl ionone, and fragrance. I mean, every fragrance is gonna have a fragrance, duh. So this one is an allergen, alpha isomethyl ionone. Yeah. So we got that one. I'm gonna start. Okay, so we have this one here, the Salt and Stone. No, that wasn't even a thing. Get out of there. That's okay. And I have the Dew of the Gods out. Oh, it's away. Oh, I must have totally gotten rid of the Natasha Denona eyeshadow. Cardboard. But I have the other one here. So, the Yucca palette. Okay. 40 out of 100. Natasha Denona, what are you doing? Okay, well, we have a lot of low risks. That's what's happening. And then we have one color here that's a moderate risk. And it has aluminum in it. So the CL77000. Potassium alum corresponds to natural alum stone. Whether synthetic or natural, it contains aluminum salts used to tighten skin pores and reduce perspiration. Ooh, oh, okay. Aluminum has been associated with effects on reproduction and fetal development. Not nice. It is also suspected of being carcinogenic, genotoxic, and increasing the risk of diseases such as asthma, autism, epilepsy, neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's or MS. There was another one that had this. I don't know which one it was. I can't remember. It must have been like because I don't think I had any other powders. It must have been a cream or something. I don't know. That was just weird. Anyway, do we have any alternatives? We got some Revlon, CoverGirl, Merit Beauty. That one's probably a good brand. I think Sephora brand. So is Makeup Forever. That's a really nice color palette as well. Another Merit, but these are solo colors. So yeah, you at least want a quad or something. Mineral Fusion, never heard of that. Dior, that's a really high-end brand as well. Charlotte Tilbury is good, high-end. So yeah, so there's a couple alternatives for us. So that's not horrible. Let's go in with the Rodial. The glass powder. That's what she looks like. That was 47. It's because it has the phenoxyethanol. Okay, so we have a Clean Invisible Pressed Powder by CoverGirl Maybelline. Ilia is like Sephora brand. Sephora, I love the Sephora. If I could go for that one, always. Charlotte Tilbury, more Charlotte Tilbury, Supergoop, L'Oreal. So a mixture of high end and more drugstore brands. So that's pretty cool. We got a few more to go, guys. The Ahava, oh, kind of sad that this one was low. Because I do like my Ahava line. So this one, okay, because of the phenoxyethanol, of course. Like I said, it's a hit or miss, 50-50. Hydro Boost Gel, we have the Neutrogena, La Roche-Posay. This is a good brand, La Roche-Posay, Vanning Cream, Marcel, Doomy Day. I have never heard of that one. Skin 1004. Pretty Skin, Good Molecules, Cocoa Kind. Here, Cocoa Kind's really nice. Cosar X. Okay. Let's do the Natasha Denona. Skin Infused Glow Beautifier. That's what she looks like. Very lovely. It's a really nice package. Okay, 40. So it has, okay, she's got synthetic wax. All right. Potential carcinogen and a pollutant. Okay, used as a softener. What? The Persona, the tubing mascara had this too? That is so strange. Why? Okay, softener and moisturizer in cosmetic products. It can be made from petroleum derivatives, synthetic compounds, or a mixture of both. So toxic impurities may remain present, particularly MOAH. Yeah, wow. Lymph nodes and body fat trigger inflammatory reactions. Is this was yeah, don't ingest. Like, okay. Crazy. All right. Next. No recommendations. So next, let's do another Natasha Denona. Let's do the, ooh, okay, this one was 62. This one was the highlighter, and she is cute. The highlighter is cute. We do like it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't, I guess I have to scan it again. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. 62 is just got like colors that are low risk. So yeah, that's not bad. And I can't really read them because I mean it's just colors. Let's do, yeah, okay. Caviar Smoothing Matte Lipstick, the Laura Mercier. We got polybutene, polyethylene, synthetic wax, and titanium dioxide. So you have like 4 things that are moderate risk. And I just feel like, you know, when you have a bunch of moderate or even low risk, if you have like a whole whack ton of them, then you get like super overwhelmed and it all just stacks up on each other and it makes a big mess. So I can see why this is a 25 out of 100. I can absolutely see that. It does smell really good, and it might be because right there is fragrance in there. So yeah. Oh, and the synthetic wax, it says these oils should especially be avoided in products where there is a risk of ingestion, such as lip balms and lipsticks. This is a lipstick. Like, why? Like, why? That is so strange because this is like super expensive, like super high end as well. Like, it just doesn't, like, wow. Anyways, we have alternatives. Lip Butter, Rocky Mountain Soap Co. We have Mineral Fusion, Sephora. We do love our Sephora, as I have said. Dior is nice. Okay, so Sephora is like very affordable. I don't know about these other 2 brands, Rocky Mountain and the Mineral Fusion, and then Dior is like a little bit more on the pricier end, like comparable to, I would say, Laura Mercier. But obviously way better because you're at an 86 and a 93. So yeah, that is crazy talk. Okay, let's do the other Natasha Denona. I think this is the last Natasha Denona that I have, the High Glam Concealer. Well, 46 out of 100. It's not really a great way to end off Natasha Denona, but it is a moderate, the phenoxyethanol, which again is the 50-50, so take that as you will. I'm sure it's not horrible. So we have Milani, and we have Essence, we have Attitude, Pacifica, love our Pacifica, Tower 28. So Tower 28 and Kosas will be Sephora brand. Everything else that I have gone through is like drugstore type. We have House, I believe that is Sephora, we have CoverGirl, Perry. CoverGirl would be drugstore. I don't know what Perry Para is. And Annabelle. I've never heard of Annabelle either. So yeah, there is definitely some other recommendations there that we could do. Did I do that one? I don't know if I did. Bear with me one moment there, guys. Well, I think I may have actually lost some... Unless... Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I think that might be it. Okay. Let's do this one. The lift. Yeah, right here. Okay, 27 out of 100. This is my lift duos. The lift blah, 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 pencil duos. I did use one of them the other day, and it was nice. I think I'm not gonna bring it with me on my travel because there's just, I don't know, there was something about it that I was like, oh yeah, it's like nice, but it's not like wowing me kind of thing. So yeah, so 27 out of 100. We have a couple of moderate risks. Again, with the synthetic wax, it's just not a good look, you know, like if we have synthetic wax and it's literally telling us there is risk of ingestion, so do not use it as lip balms or lipsticks. That's like a mega red flag for me, to be honest. Like, I don't know. So anyways, annoying. So we have some alternatives. We got some e.l.f. We have Glowiest. We have Spascriptions, which I believe, and NYX. These are all drugstore. Etude Host, Etude, very affordable. NYX, drugstore. Sephora, love our Sephora. Sage, we love Sage. A little bit more pricey, a little bit more boutique kind of thing. And then we have Bubble. Like, those are all like amazing alternatives. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Okay, I do have some more. This is a long video, but that's okay. I really wanted to get this done and get it out to you guys so we can have a little update on everything. So we have a Brow Freeze Gel by the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Unfortunately, this came out pretty low, which is kind of annoying, but it is because of the phenoxyethanol, which again is a 50-50. So, I mean, take it as you will. Use at your own discretion. So we do have some recommendations. We have the CoverGirl Essence, Kosas, Ilia, NYX Rimmel Essence, Rimmel L'Oreal. This is a great combination of drugstore versus and for a high-end brand like Kosas, Ilia. I would do any of these. I would do the clear ones. I would do any of the clear ones. So yeah, 3 more. Let's do the lava. 46. Okay. All right. Phenoxyethanol and the titanium dioxide. So, I mean, yeah, I guess potential carcinogen is used as a UV filter in sunscreens and as a coloring agency in cosmetics, which may expose the user to skin penetration, inhalation for sprays, and aerosols or ingestions for products applied to the lips. Okay, so we have some recommendations. We'd like the Rare Beauty. Essence is alright, whatever, I don't know. Dibs, I'm super curious about Dibs. Drake Organic, Revlon, nice. CoverGirl, Merit, nice. Dior, Mineral Fusion, and Rare Beauty. So again, like a combination of high-end, drugstore end. So definitely a lot of variety and options for sure. I'm gonna get rid of the SKU bar. Put that up there. That's the lava. Okay, last 2. And there's size, so let's end this on a good note. Cross our fingers. Yes. 90 out of 100. I love that. So, Glow Sculpt Warm Bronze. I don't think this is Warm Bronze. This one is Pink Glow, so it's skewed up wrong, but it's okay. 90 out of 100. And it has the titanium dioxide, which is a low risk. So, and then everything else they're listing that's risk-free. This is amazing. This is great news, guys. Okay, and then the last one was the other side that I have So let's do this one. So the other side was an 83, and this one is the right SKU. It's the Peach Glow. So we do like that. We do have a couple of low risks. We have the CL, the color 15850, and the titanium dioxide. So yeah, I mean, like, I think we ended this on a really, really great note, all things considered. But overall, am I shocked? No. Am I impressed? Honestly, not really, but not shocked at the same. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's what you're gonna get with beauty products. You just have to, if you really want to be, you know, more careful of what you're putting into your body, you need to be more mindful of what you're purchasing and what you're investing your money in. And yeah, there's carcinogens in pretty much everything these days, and you just need to know what you're putting on your skin and ingesting in your body, and like everything. It's just, you know, I really enjoy this app for what it is, and you can take that information for what it's worth and do what you want with it, basically. So yeah, that is gonna be conclude this month's Ipsy and BoxyCharm. I was happy that I was able to get this done, because I really just wanted to test the waters and see where everything was at. I'm sorry, this is such a long video, but there was a lot of products, and I really wanted to like go through it and take my time and just kind of be mindful of like where, like what is in my products again. I'm just touching base on where Ipsy was with everything. The next thing I wanted to say is I think I'm going to skip on next month's second tier BoxyCharm or whatever. I'm gonna skip on that. I've seen a couple of previews, and it's just spoilers, and I'm just kind of like really turned off of December's month. So I am doing the glam bag. I'll stick with that one. But I do have more videos coming up, and I have been accumulating empties really fast again. So I'm probably going to do another empties video before I leave on my vacation. So stay tuned for that, I guess. And I'm going to try to get my Scentsy all together and do an empties on Scentsy as well. But that is going to be this video. So we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!